How's everyone doing today? My name is Sam Drake. I read books sometimes for fun. So this is our first video that we're doing here today, and I just wanted to... Hey, cut that out. Sorry, the printer that I'm using as a camera stand has decided that it wants to start trying to do stuff. So, me and my brother, who is making a video here coming up soon, started a channel called Our Least Favorite Books, because we read books that we don't like for lots of different reasons, and for some reason he thinks that that's going to be interesting to people. So our first book that we're doing is one of his least favorite, which is Maximum Ride books, which I personally never read. We're not actually doing this specific one. And helping him out, we're going to the local half-price books places. He lives in a different city than I do, and so he strikes out, and I go out, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll see what I can find, and, what do I get? And I'm like, oh, look, not only one, but two. What luck! And little did I know, this is the second book in the series, and there's no numbers anywhere on this book, anywhere at all, except, the price and stuff. And so I took, foolishly, this little number one right here, which has a New York Times bestseller right underneath it. I thought that this was book number one. That's not the case. Don't be fooled. School's Out Forever. Number two. We're not doing this book. We're doing the first one, which is The Angel Project. And Micah's read these books. He's read through, I think, like number 3 or 4 way back in high school. And Mike is a aspiring author. I don't know when you cross the line between wannabe author and actually be an author. He's not published, but he has a remarkable body of work that he doesn't think is ready to publish, but he still works on it a lot. So for him, these books are like an affront to the integrity of the art. I'm not an author, so I don't have that kind of perspective. His biggest deal is that this guy, James Patterson, is, I don't know if anyone else has a great take on this, but, so James Patterson is more of an editor than an author. I don't know the specific history of this book, but I know that most of the books that come out, James Patterson over the top, they're really ghost-written, and then he comes in and changes the style and makes it consistent with what people expect from his books. And that's how he can, that's how he can publish like 15 books a year. He's not some crazy person sitting in a cabin in the woods just going all day long. Nah, he's an editor. So this offends Mike. It doesn't really offend me. And my biggest offense is that this is young adult fiction. And I'll duck the beer bottles and everything being thrown onto the stage, but there's young adult fiction done really, really well that doesn't insult the intelligence of, 12 to 15 to 18-year-olds. And then there's young adult fiction that does nothing to challenge the reader in a age-appropriate way. And this from what I've read of the intro, which is what this video covers, that's basically where I come down on it. So we'll see if the story itself is compelling. I don't hold my breath, but this is, for me at least, it's an objective look at the book and what it has to offer and what it could really have done better. These books have been out for years. Well, they're on like number 17 at this point. Yeah, so book number 2 was copyright in 2006, so I'm going to call it, at his rate, it was probably like early 2006 that the first one was written, but I'm going to say probably, without knowing, 2004, 2005. So it's been out for 10 years now. They were popular when I was in school. Going over basics for the channel, the way that the format is going to be done is we're going to break the book up into the 6 sections that it's broken up into. And if I were more prepared, I'd have it in front of me, but I'm waiting on it in the mail. So Micah will be able to break down. So we'll be doing 1 video a week. over one section. If we have anybody reading along, you can, of course, follow along, and you can see, I'm not going to read the whole thing through and then start doing my videos. You'll just be getting videos as I read through the book. And, the only thing I know about it is it's about teenagers that have wings, and they're hunted by other teenagers that have, like, wolf fangs and stuff, and, very scary. And we'll just kind of see where it goes. I'm not sure. Obviously, there's some sort of evil laboratory involved, and obviously there's some sort of person who runs the laboratory. They'll probably have to kill him eventually somewhere along in the books, but I'm just guessing. I really don't know what these books are about. In the content description, we'll have a schedule for when to expect those videos, and if you're either, visiting us from the future, reading, for some reason it's 2050 and you're reading Maximum Ride, following along in your hover car, eating your, I don't know, protein-packed energy blocks, never mind. You'll be able to just go straight through it. So that's kind of the basics for how we're getting this channel set up. Don't forget to check the doobleydoo for stuff, for the schedule and things like that. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out. Sam Drake out. The fun part about editing is I can stop and go as I please. And through the magic of editing, you'll never know. Unless I tell you. Ooh.